This prolific writer wrote, and I quote, "When you go in search of honey, you must expect to be stung by bees." End of quote. Mr. President, when I was given the task of serving as chair of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, I knew it would be a difficult one, an extremely difficult one. It is a difficult task because its mandate is the search for truth, and in the process, pinpoint accountabilities. Searching for the truth, one might say, is like searching for honey. Mr. President, hindi po madali ang tungkulin at layunin ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee at ng chairman nito. Subalit, mahalaga ang kanyang layunin at tungkulin. Dahil dito, tinanggap ko ang tungkulin. At sa abot ng aking makakaya, sinisikap kong gawin ito ng maayos at mahusay. Isang malaking hamon ang paghahanap ng katotohanan, lalo na kapag ang sangkot ay ang interes ng sambayanan. Sa tungkuling ito, hindi umaasa ang komite ng papuri o paghangaman. Sapat na po ang masabi natin na nagawa natin ng tama ang ating tungkulin. Mr. President, the work and mission of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee has become even more difficult because the present probe allegedly involves 3 of our peers in the Senate. I am not sure, Mr. President, if this has a precedent in history of the Congress of our Republic. I am inclined to believe at this point that there is none. Natatandaan ko po, Ginoong Pangulo, na nang umpisahan ng Blue Ribbon Committee ang investigasyon sa issue ng PDAF, malaki ang naging pagdududa sa isip ng ating mga kababayan. Una, iimbestigan daw ba ng Senado ang sariling mga miyembro nito? Pangalawa, kaya daw ba ng Senado ng Pilipinas na magsagawa ng isang tunay, patas, at masusing investigasyon kung ang mga sangkot sa usapin ay mga kapwa senador? Sa kabila ng mga pagdududang ito, tinitiyak ko po sa inyo na sinisikap pa din ng Blue Ribbon Committee na isagawa ng maayos ang tungkulin na ito. At ngayon po, Ginoong Pangulo, nakalulungkot na sa puntong ito, ang pagdududa sa kakayahan natin ay manggaling mismo sa kasamahan natin. Hindi po dapat mangyari ito. Mr. President, allow me therefore to clear the air. For the record, I have no intention of prejudging the guilt or innocence of any of our peers allegedly involved in the issue now under probe by the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. The transcripts of the hearings should prove this fact. And I believe I speak for myself as well as for our peers who have attended the hearings when I say that we have done our utmost best to ensure that the dignity and honor of our colleagues involved in this issue are preserved and protected. I am aware, however, that the recent statement I have made, both at the last committee hearing and press conference, has caused offense and the perception that I may have, quote-unquote, prejudged the guilt of one of our peers. Mr. President, let me assure you, as well as our colleagues, that to quote-unquote prejudge has never been my intention. I understand that the offense and the perception were apparently the result of the use of an analogy from the favorite national pastime, basketball. True, I have made such reference. Mr. President, let me assure you and our colleagues that the phrase did not refer to a state of guilt on the part of any person. Ulitin ko po, the phrase did not refer to a state of guilt on the part of any person. There are questions the committee is attempting to answer. The witness had surely helped in the search for the answers. I repeat, in the search for the answers, not in the determination of the guilt or innocence. The phrase was used by me to describe and underscore the possible impact and value of the testimony of a witness. Ang mga salitang ginamit ko ay hindi paghusga ng pagiging may sala o inosente ng sinuman. Ginamit ko ang salita upang ilarawan ang posibleng maging kahalagahan ng testimonya sa investigasyon ng komite. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I believe that there is a battle we must all fight together as one. And this, Mr. President, is the battle to restore our people's trust in the Senate of the Republic of the Philippines. Naniniwala po ako, Ginoong Pangulo, meron tayong isang malaking laban na kailangan harapin at harapin natin ng sama-sama. Ito, Ginoong Pangulo, ay ang pakikipaglaban para maibalik ang tiwala ng mga kababayan natin sa Senado. Kasama dito ang tapat at magaling na pagtupad ng tungkulin ng Blue Ribbon Committee. Part of that effort is the dedicated and good performance of its job by the Blue Ribbon Committee. Mahirap ang tungkuling ginagampanan ng Blue Ribbon Committee, Ginoong Pangulo. Pero anumang hirap nito, ito ay gagampanan natin. Ano pa man ang hirap ng tungkuling ito, maaasahan ninyo na trabaho lang po at walang personal.
Majority Leader.
Mr. President, may move for 1 minute suspension.
Suspended for 1 minute.
Ang inyo pong napanood ay ang privilege speech ni Senador T.G. Ginggona kaugnay ng investigasyon ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee sa pork barrel scam. Aning Ginggona, hindi madali ang ginagampan ng tungkulin ng nasabing komite kung saan siya ay chairman. Isa raw malaking hamon para sa kanya na may sagawa ng maayos ang kanyang tungkulin dahil 3 sa mga kapwa niya senador ang kasama sa investigasyon. Git niya, wala siyang intensyon na i-prejudge ang pagiging inosente ng mga isinasangkot sa scam. Umapili rin siya sa kanyang mga kapwa senador na ibalik ang tiwala ng mamamayan sa Senado. Balikan po natin yung privilege speech o yung kaganapan ngayon sa Senado kung saan nagsasalita si Senador Tito Soto.
But I have difficulty in putting together a public accountability investigation and investigating a senator. I really feel, and I want to get your reaction on my thinking, that if we are going to focus on a member of the Senate, don't you think it should be the Committee on Ethics to look into this? We have done this before. There have been investigations to this effect. Don't you think that should be the proper venue? The public accountability hearings may continue focused on the scandal or the scam. And probably, perhaps, as we have witnessed, the whistleblowers or any witnesses or any resource persons that will aid us in coming up with better legislation to address this kind of a problem. Don't you think if we are going to to focus on any member of the Senate, it should be the Committee on Ethics. What do you think, Mr. President?
Offhand, Mr. President, I don't see any problem with that. Yes, so that the committee can focus on accountability and ethics can focus on the matter at hand that you spoke of, Mr. President. So I have no objection on that, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Thank you to the gentleman, Mr. President.
May I move that Senator Estrada be recognized, Mr. President?
Senator Estrada is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Will the gentleman from Bukidnon yield to just a few questions, Mr. President?
Yes, most certainly. Welcome, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yesterday, indeed, I made a manifestation and mentioned that I was really hurt by the parting statement made by Your Honor with regard to the last committee hearing of the Blue Ribbon Committee with regard to the PDAF issue. Anyway, I am one with you in ferreting out the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But in your privileged speech, you mentioned in your statement, if your statement was not intentional and not to prejudge me, then what was your intention, Mr. President?
Mr.
And
President.
excuse me, Senator Gingona. And just to remind you about your parting statement, and you said, I think the testimony of Tuason is a 3-point shot na, buzzer beater na, winning shot pa. Is this a sentiment of a person who is just expressing a feeling or importance of a testimony, Mr. President?
That is my opinion, my personal opinion, and I was referring to the value of the testimony of the witness, Mr. President.
So
Not to the prejudgment, not at all. It was referring to yung halaga at bigat ng binitawang salita ng testigo. And if there was any hurt, Mr. President, such was not the intention.
Can you please qualify the the statement that you made? Kasi in basketball parlance, when you say 3-point shot, buzzer beater, parang yung opposing team mo lamang ng 2 points, bigla kang shoot na 3 points, nanalo ka ng 1 point. Winning basket yon. Paano mo makukonekta rito sa testimonya ni Mrs. Tuason, Mr. President? How can you connect it?
Well, Mr. President, since you brought it up, it's very, very weighty, the testimony of Ms. Tuason, because, as said before, this is the first time a senator, this is the first time a witness that a witness said that I personally handed money to a senator. Dahil diyan, sabi ko mabigat talaga ito.
You know, I refuse to discuss the details because this is not the proper forum. But I deny the allegations written in the affidavit of Mrs. Tuason. In fact, you are a lawyer, maybe a brilliant lawyer who graduated and took up law from the Ateneo, and I admire you for graduating at the Ateneo, and you seem to be a good lawyer. But you and I know, and I am not a lawyer, I'm just a dropout. I did not finish my college of law. But you and I know that the affidavit of Mrs. Tuason was practically empty. it was all generalizations. No details involved in the affidavit of Mrs. Tuason. She cannot remember how much she delivered money to me. Doesn't even recall my address in Green Hills, San Juan. So I don't think. Well, this is my own opinion, Mr. President, but I do feel that the testimony of Ms. Tuason is practically empty. But
Mr. President, may I respond?
Sure.
Mr. President, that may be your opinion, and I respect that, but I do not agree with that opinion.
Well,
let's leave it at
Okay,
that.
sure. Well, I will also respect your opinion, but did you take the testimony or the affidavit or the statement made by Ms. Tuason as gospel truth, Mr. President?
I took it as as testimony of a witness who for the first time came out and said that I personally gave money to a senator.
Hindi ba ho
Para
dap-
sa akin, mabigat yan.
No, hindi ba ho dapat before you conclude, you also have to consider the other pieces of evidence.
At that point,
presented,
it
Mr.
was not a
President?
conclusion, it was an opinion as to the value of the testimony. And I disagree with you when you say na walang laman. She remembers going down to the parking lot. She remembers faces of the staff, 2 staff members. I don't think that is the bereft of details, Mr. President. Of course, she does not remember the amounts. That was what, 2008? What year is it now? 2014? I don't think anybody of us remember how much they spent in one day in 2008, which is several years ago. Sure, but she remembers the experience of giving over money to a senator. Not once, not twice, not thrice, but many times in several places. So there is no bereft, it's not bereft of details. On the contrary, Mr. President, there are details there.
But Mr. President, the issue here, if she is lying or not, how sure are you that she is not lying? Because time and again, I have mentioned during several of my interviews with our friends from the media, what she brought was trays of sandwiches. It was not a duffel. It was not a duffel bag brought here in my office. In fact, I challenged the Senate leadership or the office of the Sergeant at Arms to produce the CCTV footages wherein Mrs. Tuason allegedly delivered money to this representation. In fact, Mr. President, I am really surprised why she only mentioned me and Attorney Gigi Reyes in her affidavit, when she has a lot of senator friends na pinupuntahan din niya, na hinihingan din niya ng mga proyekto para sa PDAF. Why didn't you even bother to ask her? Sino ang mga pinupuntahan niya aside from the office of Senator Enrile and my office? Sino pa yung mga ibang senador na pinupuntahan niya dito sa Senado? Why didn't you even bother to ask her about it?
We did
Maraming
ask her,
siyang
Mr.
kaibigan.
President, we
But she
did ask
denied.
her. She denied that she
see?
knew any other.
So the issue here, if she's lying or not, because I have received information, and I can support that she has been asking our colleagues here, former colleagues and incumbent colleagues here, for projects. At inilalako din yan. O bakit hindi niyo tinanong yan? O bakit kaming dalawa lang ni Senator Enrile ang napapahamak dito sa kanyang testimonya?
Maybe, Mr. President, that should be addressed to Ms. Ruby Tuason. What is your pleasure, Mr. President?
No, the issue here if she is lying or not.
Yes, let's ferret out the truth. So what do you want to happen? What do you want to happen, Mr. President?
What is happening here is that you have already prejudged us, especially me, most especially
No,
me.
Mr.
With the
President,
permission
that
of the
was-
chamber, with the permission of the chamber, can I have a 1-minute recess?
At nagpapatuloy po ang sesyon sa Senado kung saan nagkaroon ng panandali ang break matapos ang privileged speech ni Senador TG Ginggona kung saan nagbigay rin ng maikling pahayag si Senador Tito Sotto. Tingin ni Tito Sotto, ang House Committee on Ethics ang dapat na humawak sa mga investigasyon sa mga senador na isinasangkot sa PDAF scam. Pabor naman dito si Senador Ginggona at sa mungkahi na isinuggest o pinukol ni Senador Sotto. Kine-question naman ni Senador Estrada ang mga naunang pahayag ni Senador Ginggona kung saan tinawag ni Ginggona na 3-point shot o buzzer beater at winning shot ang testimonya ng provisional witness na si Ruby Tuason. Git ni Ginggona, ginagamit niya lang ang mga naturang salita para ilarawan ang bigat ng testimonyang ibinigay ni Tuason na siya mismo ang nag-deliver ng kickback ni Estrada sa Senado. Muli namang itinanggi ni Estrada na malinis ang kanyang konsensya dahil wala umano siyang kinalaman sa maanumalyang paggamit ng Priority Development Assistance Fund at kinestyon pa nga si Ginggona kung nakakasiguro ba siyang nagsasabi ng totoo ang provisional witness na si Ruby Tuason. Nagtataka rin daw siya kung bakit tila nadikdik daw siya sa testimonya ni Tuason samantalang bumibisita rin sa ilang senador si Tuason para humingi ng tulong. Sa naging maikling sagutan ng dalawang senador, sinabi ni Senador TG Ginggona na nilinaw niya na ang buzzer beater, 3-point shot at iba pang mga katagang ginamit niya para ilarawan ang testimonya ni Ruby Tuason ay opinyon niya lamang at patungkol sa halaga ng testimonya at hindi isang prejudgment sa mga isinasangkot na senador. Kung meron man daw nasaktan, ay hindi daw ito ang hangarin ni TG Ginggona. Sa ngayon po ay nakikita natin dyan si Senator Jinggoy Estrada na kumakausap sa ilan sa kanyang mga staff dahil natigil nga itong kanilang tanungan, ang pukulan ng tanong ni Senador Ginggona at humingi ng isang break o 1-minute break ang Senate President. Sa ngayon makikita natin sa Senate floor si Senate Blue Ribbon Committee Chairperson TG Ginggona na kinakausap ang iba pang mga kapwa niya senador bilang paghahangala sa pagpapatuloy muli ng sesyon. Ayan, nagbabalik na po si Senate President Franklin Drilon at kinakausap naman at si Senador Jinggoy Estrada bago magsimula muli ang sesyon. Nakatutok sa Senado ang ating kasamang si Jam Sisante. Jam?
Sino ngayon nga ay naka-break muna sa session yung Senado dahil medyo nagkakainitan na kanina doon sa kanilang sagutan sa Senador Jinggoy Estrada at sa Senador TG Ginggona. Kung matatandaan, kanina ay tumayo si Ginggona para sa kanyang privilege speech kung saan sinagot niya yung mga akusasyon kahapon na Senador Jinggoy Estrada na tila sinuhusgahan daw sila agad doon sa Blue Ribbon Committee. Nilinaw ni Gingona sa kanyang talumpati na hindi naman niya intensyon na husgahan bilang guilty si na Estrada. Yun lang daw ay ang sinabi daw niya na parang 3-point shot, na winning shot na buzzer beater yung testimonya ni Ruby Tuason. Yun daw ay obserbasyon lang niya at tingin niya lang mabigat yung testimonya ni Tuason dahil nga itong unang testigo na nagsabi na nagbigay siya direkta ng pera sa isang senador. Pagkatapos magsalita ni Gingona ay tumayo naman itong si Estrada para magtanong doon sa kanyang kasamahan na senador at doon na medyo nagkainitan dahil parang kay Estrada hinisgahan na agad siya ni Gingona at din Estrada sa kanyang pagsasalita na nagsisinungaling daw si Tuason nang sabihin nito na dinadalhan siya ng kickback nito sa Senado. Sa ngayon ay nag-uusap pa yung mga senador at iniantay natin ngayon, Chino, na mag-resume yung session para malaman natin kung ano yung magiging desisyon nila. Kung ipapatuloy pa ba yung tanungan ng dalawang senador. Chino.
Si Sante. Balikan po natin yung mga kaganapan dyan sa Senate floor. At yan pong mainit na balita sa oras na ito. Tutok lang dito sa GMA News TV para oras-oras. Alam mo, ako po si Chino Gaston. Magandang hapon.